Oh, hello. It's been so long. Too long. Can you believe it's been almost a month? I think my last stream was like October 4th? It's been a while. I'm back from vacation. I am still quite tired. Took me a minute to remember how to set everything up. And then right before going live, everything started freaking out. And then I got distracted sketching. But it's okay, I'm here. A couple minutes late. Where's my screen? But yeah, I am back from vacation. I had a very exciting trip. I have a very fun little not infographic, just a graphic. Ta-da! Let me... How do I... Ta-da! I went to Japan. Oh gosh, I'm breaking everything. Yay, let me be smaller. I went to Japan. My OBS. Such a mess. Everything's breaking. But yeah, I went for a couple weeks. Went with my good friends. My besties. We've been wanting to go to Japan for ages. Took me a while to save up money. But I made it. We made it. Had a very good time. Had an interesting time. Considering I mean, I had fun regardless of everything, but I got sick during my trip. Hi Sean, how's it going? Feels good to be back on YouTube. I had a wonderful trip to Japan. These are some of my photos. I didn't put all my photos, but I figured these ones were the most relevant to my channel. We got Link, some Pokemon, some Shadow, Ace Attorney, Sonic, Mario. Very fun. All the video game stuff I saw. Glad you're back. Japan is so sick. Japan is very sick. I definitely want to go back. It's gonna take me a while to save up money again because it's very expensive to go there, but I definitely want to go back. Very good time. Thankfully, it was just a cold, but I did feel bad that I had to stay home a day, or stay in the hotel, I guess. I was too sick to go out. So next time, hopefully I won't get sick. There's a few things. I couldn't enjoy all the food because I was sick, so I kept having hot food, even though I really wanted cold food because it was so hot there. It was so good. We went to the Pokemon Cafe. There's this Pikachu up here. Had a nice... What did I get? Like a milk tea. Why does Lunaria... This is the wrong model. Her arms are broken, but whatever. That's off topic. Yeah, I had a tea and a waffle. It was very good. I got those characters printed on them, but then I don't even remember who I got, but I wanted Rika, and I did not get her. So I was very sad. It was okay. Japan loves their gachas, is what I've learned. A lot of things are like random chance. And I am not good at random chance. Everything that I did that was a gacha, I had very bad luck with. But maybe that whole trip was just for me, bad fortune, but I had a good time. How's the food? You've never been? The food was delicious and very cheap. I think just about everything we ate was under like $10 Canadian. And it was like really good food. Yeah, Yan has those cute dolls she's addicted to, exactly. And then she ended up getting a repeat. But I think she eventually got the one she wanted. Super cute. But then I get so sad if I only do gotchas if I want absolutely, or like if I'm happy with anyone from the gotcha, because I'll get so sad if I don't get someone that I want. I have very bad luck. Even in like mobile games like Genshin, Honkai, I'm like those 50-50s are never in my favor. But yeah, it was a very exciting trip. I would talk more about it, but I'm still so jet lagged. So tired, I cannot think. I should have prepped stuff to say before this. But I was like, you know what, I'll just wing it. And now that I'm here, I'm like, I don't know. Probably think about it while I draw. I'm sure as I draw, I'll have stuff to talk about. I still have a bit of a cough left over, which is unfortunate. Hopefully I'll mute in time, but if I don't, that's why I'm coughing. I went from like my allergy cough to just residual cold coughing, so it feels like nothing changed. Finally did a wish in Genshin and got your favorite character right off the bat. Nice. We love to see it. I think there's been just a couple times. I play more Honkai than Genshin. Well, at least once I want to say that I got... Who was it? I think Robin. I did a wish or a pull for her, and I did get it her first try, so I will take my small wins. But everything else I've lost my 50-50s. Keep getting like the same characters that are useless over and over again. But it's okay. But yeah, food was great. Shopping was great. Bought a lot. Well, not a lot of stuff, but more than I usually buy. You love Sparkle and Kafka. I love all the ladies, all the men. A lot of nice character design in Honkai. I enjoy most of the designs, I think. Big fan of like Sunday and Robin. Who else do I like? I'm drawing a blank. I was just playing earlier too. I haven't played in a while, but suddenly I just got the urge to play again, so I was playing this morning. They make them so pretty, right? So nice to look at their character designs. Very fun. Makes me want to design more OCs. Let me comment banana. Hello. How's it going? I am talking about my trip from Japan very shortly, very briefly. Very tired. It's funny because like I've been sleeping okay-ish, but that 13-hour difference is like killing me. I'm not prepared. Like on the weekend I thought I was fine, but then going back to work last week and this week have just been insanely rough. I keep forgetting my shortcuts. I will switch back to my drawing scene. Where's my thing? In honor of... I love all your stuff, thank you. In honor of my Japan trip, I have prepared is this? I have Lunaria in a... I don't know if I want to say kimono, yukata, something. I kind of looked up both for reference, so maybe, I don't know if that's a bad thing. Or if it's fictional, I'm allowed to get a little bit liberal with it. But yeah, oh, my tablet's not on. But yeah, I didn't have too much photos to show off, so figured I could jump straight into drawing. But it was very fun. We did mostly shopping, I want to say. We did some, like, sightseeing, of course. But I think we all had, like, stores that we wanted to visit. 'Cause I wanted to see, like, there was clothing stores that we wanted to go to, video game stores, like the Nintendo store. My brain, I can't pick a brush and talk at the same time. For food, there wasn't too much that we were, like, specific about. We mostly just went into, like, local joints, which ended up really working out for us. Because I think we enjoyed a lot of the local places as opposed to, like, touristy areas. Not to say that touristy joints are, like, bad or anything, but they were, like, we got really good food for really good prices. I didn't get too much, like, ice cream or anything. Those, like, fancy, what's the word, like, viral ones. Just because I was coming off a cold. Anything would, like, trigger my cough. But I did get to enjoy some matcha, which was the one thing that I really wanted to in terms of, like, cafe stuff. I'm a very avid, like, tea drinker. I don't know if I've said that before. So, not to be one of those people that drink matcha, but I've been drinking matcha, so very hipster. I drank matcha before it was cool. That's the way to go, honestly. Yeah. Enjoy what the locals are enjoying. I think that's the best way to enjoy it. There's no point in going to Japan halfway across the world just to, like, eat the same stuff. Or the sensational stuff that I'm, like, used to. Wait, enjoy matcha too? Nice. I love matcha. I know it's become quite, like, trendy. So some people are kind of, like, have mixed opinions on it now. You have a cute little matcha kit and enjoy the process of making it? Nice. I also enjoy the process. I don't have, like, the fancy bamboo whisk, but I have, like, a little frother that I use to whisk my matcha. It's still enjoyable for me, but I almost got one in Japan, but it was... I was starting, by the time I got to, like, a tea store that had, like, nice matcha, I was starting to run out of room in my suitcase. So I only got the powder. I did not get any fancy matcha making stuff. But hopefully the matcha... I have not tried it yet. Because I don't want to open it when I still have some matcha left here. So I'm waiting till I finish off my matcha before I open a new one. Matcha does expire. I don't want my matcha that I have right now to expire on me. Did you have any takoyaki? I did not. I think I only saw... Well, I'm sure this is around more than what I saw, but I saw takoyaki once, but it was after I'd already eaten. And I was so full, I was like, I cannot do another meal, even though takoyaki is more like a snack. The only thing. There's like so much food that I wish I could have tried. But I keep telling myself, wow, I can't talk today. I keep telling myself everything that I didn't get to try, I'll just have to try when I go back. Like, it makes me want to go back. And since I don't travel much, I think Japan's pretty much the only place I've really gone to. Other than like visiting family. That it's nice to have somewhere that I want to travel to. And since we only stayed like mostly in Tokyo, so I really want to go visit like Osaka, Kyoto, some more of the countryside maybe, instead of just the city. There's so much to do in Tokyo that even in the couple weeks we were there, I felt like we didn't even have enough time. Maybe part of it's because I got sick, but I'm sure anyone would also say 2 weeks did not feel like enough. If I could just get like a month off work somehow. But then I feel like a month maybe I would start to miss home a little. I just need to get rich so I can go more often. Tokyo is surely the best, but Kyoto is gorgeous. Yeah. I want to do some like fun sightseeing. Tokyo was great because it had like a lot of everything. There's food, there's like scenic stuff, there's lots of like giant malls. But I would love to see more parks and greenery. Some museums. I do wish that we passed by a museum when we were there. We never ended up going. Part of me kind of wishes that we did. But after a long day, it's always, you see these things at like the end of the day, and then you're tired. BRB, no worries. It's always, I feel like there's so much to do. Not enough time. Because even like sometimes a full day we went to like Disney, for example. My first time at Disney, actually, because I've never gone to Disney in America. Very exciting for me. And like we spent the whole day at Disney, right? Because there's so much to do there. Which is not a bad thing. I had a very good time at Disney. I wish I could have done more, but towards the end I started getting motion sick from some of the rides. So I could not do any more. And then my friends were getting tired too, so they didn't want to stay longer either. I think we stayed until the park closed pretty much. So even if we wanted to, I guess that was the end, but yeah, I had a very good time. Speaking of Disney, I guess I didn't show any Disney photos in my little photo montage thingy, but it was very pretty. I didn't know what to expect because I've never even seen, thinking about it, like I've never looked up what Disney looks like in America, but I've always wanted to go because I enjoy like Disney movies, right? Mickey Mouse, whatnot. So then going to Disney, I was like, I don't know what I expected. But we went and it was very like, what's the word? Like European style buildings. And I was like, interesting. I just expected like fantasy, I guess. Even though Disney is based off like normal architecture. I think I'm missing a line here. This should be separate. Hello. But yeah, I didn't know what to expect for Disney, but I did really enjoy it. The rides were not as bad as I thought. I was a little bit worried because I do get motion sick, but they were very like tame. When did you draw this? It's so pretty. Thank you. I drew it, I want to say a couple nights ago when I was prepping for stream. I knew I was going to be tired. I didn't want to sketch on stream because I didn't think I would do anything coherent. So I figured it's easier to prep ahead of time with a little sketch. Why is my thing not working? But yeah, I drew it like a couple nights ago. I sketched it on Procreate on the iPad. So I could sketch it in bed, potentially, lazing around. Since I've been so tired, iPad is a godsend. In terms of not wanting to sit at my computer, but still wanting to draw. It's pretty much all I use it for. I'm not an Apple person. But I got it a few years ago on like discount, so it worked out for me. But yeah, and I figured I've been drawing so much like chibi stuff. I need to draw like something full again before I lose my touch. You want to I can't read. You want to say sorry, you might have overstepped with the commission thing. It's okay. You're okay for now. I will let you know if you overstep. I just haven't had time to do much since I got back. You have one of those computer tablet things to draw on, and it's super nice to take around with me. That sounds very nice. Anything that you can like draw in is like, what's the word? Portable, that's the word. Anything that's portable is very nice. I know like Wacom, maybe even like most of the companies now, Huion, XP Pen, I think they make like PC, like standalone tablets, which I hear are pretty good too. But for now, my iPad services me well. Maybe if I can hook it up, I'll do a iPad stream one day. I'm not that good at. I usually use it just for sketching, because I like Clip Studio's brushes more for like coloring. But I can work with it pretty decently, I think. In theory, I use like the same airbrush if I'm just line arting, but shading and stuff I like Clip Studio. What else did I do? we went to Joyopolis, is the Sega arcade. Coming off the topic of like Disney. Also very fun. I didn't play too many games at that one since I wasn't feeling super well the day we went. Okay. But it's still super fun. We did get to play an Ace Attorney game. It was really cool. Basically, you're just playing like you're solving a case within Joyopolis. You get to walk around you're playing like on a screen. You just walk around to different screens within the building. It was still fun. It was hard because everything was in Japanese, which wasn't a problem. We expected as much. And like the man running it told us as much. But we did have to translate everything because none of us are fluent. But Yan was very helpful. Translated most of it. So we did solve it. I think they told us the estimate was like 40 minutes to an hour. It took us just about 2 hours to do the Ace Attorney. So we had to stop every line for translation. But it's okay. We made it through. We got to keep the little booklet as a souvenir. That's where the picture of Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth in my little thing came from. I kind of regret not taking a picture with them. There's a few places. I regret not taking more photos like with the statues. Like of myself with the statues. But I'm not really a photo person. And I also, because I was sick, I didn't look my best. I wasn't like in the mood to take photos, you know? But maybe if I ever go back. No, not if ever, when I go back. I am determined to go back. I'm also, if I do go back, or when I go back, I'm determined to... I want to learn Japanese. I feel like you can get by, like easily I got by without barely knowing anything. I know like a handful of words. Just enough, so like if they're talking to me, if they're saying like, bag, do you need a bag? Do you need this? Are you paying? How are you paying? Like, I could understand the basics. And then if you reply in English, they basically know what you're talking about too. But I think I would have a good experience. Like, I feel like you have a different experience if you speak the language. So I really want to try. I did my best to speak as much minimal Japanese as I could. I think if you're going to somewhere, it's respectful to try your best, you know. Speak the language, follow the culture. Don't be loud, you know, stuff like that. I got by okay. Everyone was very nice. Couple people. I got the like Nihongo Jozu, which means that I don't speak Japanese very well, but they say it to be polite. So I'm like, I know I don't speak Japanese. But next time, like maybe if I'm crazy enough, I'll do some studying streams where we can study. I don't know if anyone here is interested in learning Japanese. Maybe just a general study session. Could learn stuff together. But yeah, I think it'd also be cool if I could like play Japanese games. Then I could like translate while I'm playing on stream. It'd be very fun. I don't know how many exclusives there are that I would want to play, but it would be a cool ability to have. So why not, right? This. Nice. So for sure next time. It's always... Hi. Yeah, we can learn Nihongo together. For sure. My brain is slowly melting. What else? This stream is just gonna be me being like, what else did I do? That's what happens when you don't prep stuff. Starting to understand why people make talking points. The 3 written languages are crazy, right? I'm like, that's that's too many. That's hard for me to learn. Like, I've studied just a little bit of Japanese, so I can read like hiragana, katakana. But as soon as you get into the kanji, you start losing me. I'm like, complex characters, too hard. Katakana is so awesome, right? Like, the language looks very cool. Like, I do like the look of kanji too. I'm just not good at it. All the foreign words. It was fun seeing it. And like being able to read some stuff. But reading doesn't help me much when I can't like understand it. Party. Is this? Yeah. It's the only one you remember? I feel like, in theory, I know a handful of words. It's just when I'm put on the spot, even in Japan, I would like understand them asking me a question once in a while, and then I would not, like, I wouldn't know any words to answer with. So I would just sadly answer in English. Hi, hello, how's it going? I think that's why I'm also so determined. The English words they use? Oh yeah, the katakana. You know quite a bit of Japanese so far? Nice. That's good. I think it's nice being multilingual. I remember you saying you know quite a few languages. Gotta get back into it. Me too. It's hard finding the time to want to do so much. Whoops. So I'm like, man, maybe if I stream it, then I'll still have time to do both. Like, no time to play games, no time to study, no time to stream. Your French is really bad at the moment. My French has become like non-existent. Kind of rough as a Canadian. In theory, I hear it quite often. But I guess it's also maybe easier to practice. In theory, I could just change the channel and there is French television. This is like off topic. Drawing made me think about again how cheap everything was in Japan. I know it's because their yen is doing really bad right now, so a little bit unfortunate for them, but the Canadian dollar has never been so good in Japan, so it's really nice for me. Kind of regret not buying more, but there's no need to. I didn't want to overdo it either. I was trying to be like really conservative with my budget in the first few days we were there. I was waiting until we got to like the stores I wanted to go to. And I thought I would spend more than I did at the Nintendo store and stuff. But I didn't end up spending too much. So I kind of regret not spending a little bit more earlier. But it's okay. Saved money can be reinvested into a future trip. You'd think you'd lose your Italian and Spanish first, but you're pretty good with those. They're way more straightforward than French. French is awful. I remember learning French in school. I always had a bit of a rough time with it. I don't know how it compares to Italian and Spanish, since I don't know either of them, but French was a little bit rough with the female and male words. The la and the lay. I'm like, I cannot remember which word is what. Hello. Your VTuber looks so cool. Thank you. I designed her myself. And drew. And rigged. I keep thinking how much I want to redo her, but I feel like that's the life of an artist. You're never happy. It's the same with female and male, actually. It's the conjugation that's stupid. I don't think I remember anything about French conjugation, quite honestly. That must have took like 5 days. It definitely took a while. Probably like 5 days. I know I split it up. It took me longer than 5 days, I think, just because I split up a couple hours each day, but maybe like a week. Honestly, don't remember at this point. Oh, the je suis into a. There's so much French I just don't remember. I feel like if I hear it... No, even if I hear French, I'm not gonna remember. I'm not gonna lie to myself. I think if I do, if I do re-rig Lunaria, I think I could do it faster. But it's also been a while since I've done any rigging that I'm worried I don't remember anything. You know, just be really slow. French too hard. Maybe one day I'll want to learn French again, but not anytime soon. I don't think my brain can handle learning too many languages at once. When I was sketching this, I last minute added the fluffy part because I remembered some kimonos, they wear them with like fluff. You don't watch lives, but you'll watch this one? Also, you're gonna sub to me, you seem cool, thank you. Stick around if you like. If lives are not your thing, that's okay too. I am simply drawing. Sometimes I upload speed paints. I want to make more like long form videos. Just my time management apparently needs lots of work. I have not had the time. Well, before it was because I had to prep a bunch of stuff before my trip. I was leaving work too for 2 weeks. And I have a bunch of side projects that I'm also working on. So I needed to get stuff done, but in theory, now that I'm back, I can manage my time better because I'm not squeezing everything into a deadline. So hopefully, I can do some videos. I think that's part of why I like streaming on YouTube specifically, is that I can use the same channel to make content. Just fun. I'm gonna draw with you, nice. I also like drawing to art streams. So I like streams, good background. It's not a very spoken language, just France, Canada, and some parts of Africa. I don't think I ever realized, I guess that makes sense. Not too much French. That is interesting though. We love learning on this channel. What time is it? Okay. Still early. I don't know why I thought it was later. My sense of time was like non-existent. I need to think. I added this so last minute. I didn't plan where it would go. Maybe like that. I'll lower this a bunch. Wrong layer. When I was in Japan, I tried really hard to like, I tried finding things I could use as Christmas gifts for friends and family. But it was just like so overstimulating with how big some of the stores are and how much stuff there was. And I found I had a really hard time like picking anything out. I feel looks so anime. Love the outfit. Is it a kimono or yukata? I started it with the intention of being a yukata, but I think they only wear scarves with like kimonos. It's maybe a little bit of a fusion. I thought like the wool fit her. So, how's it going? Because I think yukata, they're more like summer because they're lighter. But I think anything fluffy fits Lunaria more, so I'm breaking the aesthetic a bit. Kimono's really formal and traditional. Yukata are more casual, yeah. They're more for like casual festivals and stuff, right? Casual going out. I think they use like kimonos at, I could be so wrong, for like wedding and stuff, like formal events. Both very pretty. I like how decorative they usually are. I saw quite a few when I was in Japan. But I knew it's not something I would wear in Canada, so I'm not a very formal dresser. There was no need for me to like buy one. Maybe next time I go I'll rent one just to try it on though. We passed by a couple places you could like rent them. But they were always really busy. For good reason, I guess. For wedding and formal events, nice. I wasn't too sure. I didn't want to speak and say something horribly wrong. Okay, that looks pretty good. And bring the sketch back up. Yukata for festivals and stuff. Nice. I see them. I didn't go to any festivals in Japan. We were gonna go to one, and then the one we were going to, we ended up missing the time. But we went to a shrine and we saw quite a few people dressed up nicely, which was fun. Maybe I was gonna say the same thing I just said. I was like, maybe next time I'll dress up. I already said that. Very, very silly. My brain is not at its best today. How long did it take you to draw that? It's so perfect. Like my initial sketch? Probably like an hour. Everything else, it's been however long it's been in the live stream. 53 minutes? And that's minus me chatting. I think line art is the slowest part for me. I'm usually not a line art person, but recently I've been quite into it. I go through phases where I'll do lineless art for a bit, and then I'll do line art for a bit. Right now I'm in my line art phase. The bow on the back, the face. Your favorite Lunaria so far? Thank you. It's been a while since I've drawn a nice full-sized Lunaria. A little break from chibi. I gotta draw once in a while, otherwise I get rusty. My plan now that I'm back, we'll see how I can stick to it, but I would like to do hopefully once a week art streams. I want to practice more. I want to get really good. So in between all the game streams, I want to make sure I get my dose of art streams in as well. My goal is to, now that I hopefully have more time, to boost from 1 stream a week to 2. Probably 1 game instead of like alternating, because before I was doing 1 game, 1 art stream, I think. Now I can hopefully squeeze 2 into a week. Maybe not right away, just because I'm still getting over jet lag. But once I settle back in. Oh no, my tablet's dying. Battery 20%. I think it'll make it. You're really good already? Thank you. There's always room for improvement. Definitely room for improvement. I appreciate the compliments, but I definitely need to... There's things I avoid doing, like backgrounds, that I definitely need to work on. I'm like, I need to force myself. I cannot just avoid them forever. I have a few art stream ideas. Some are just like general practice. I want to do some too where I show off old art and try redrawing it. Like, you'll definitely see improvement. But I know I can push further. I feel like I've gotten a little bit rusty. Like my hands, I cannot draw hands anymore. Whoops. Probably does not help that I don't use references as often as I should. I did use reference for the yukata. I didn't want to be too wrong. It's not my culture's clothing. I want it to be polite, correct, whatever the word is. Considerate? Yeah. But it did help with the clothing at least, but like I want to get better at like general anatomy, stuff like that. I'm sure the more I draw, the more it'll come naturally. Considering that I have improved over time with like little, teaching myself. But maybe finally it's time to sit down and really try drawing. Like teaching. Studying? Whatever the word is. Like, what's the word? Figure drawing? Stuff like that. I've done it like once or twice online. Probably wouldn't stream it because I think figures are usually not stream appropriate models, but maybe like coloring and stuff I'll practice on stream. I'm not particularly amazing at color theory, stuff like that. This finger is too big. In Japan, they had quite a few like art books that I was tempted to buy, but again, it was like close to when my suitcase was already full, and like a lot of the books were quite thick, so I wasn't sure if I could fit them. I'm like, maybe I'll see if I can find some here. I know there's some like translated ones too. A lot of Western artists too make really good art books. Maybe I'll see if I can pick up some. Do a little self-study. I did pick up like art books, like general like artist art books from artists I like. Which is partially why I knew I wouldn't be able to fit more books. I already got a couple. This looks like the wrong angle. I got the artist who draws Inuyasha. I picked up her art book. It has Inuyasha, Ranma, all of her works in it. I know it's out in English too, but the Japanese version was a little bit cheaper. Quite excited. I looked through it already. It's very pretty. You're getting a keyboard? Kind of re-inspired you to start writing music again, do your art? Gonna upload music and covers when you have your channel ready? Nice. That's so cool. I think music is an insane talent to have. I would love to learn. I don't have any time, but one day I would love to learn music creation. I'll look forward to anything you upload. Very happy to have inspired you. I feel like any artist's dream is to inspire others. But it feels very nice to hear you say that. I'm taking a long time on this hand. I'm not good at drawing hands. But yeah, I've had a lot of Inuyasha on the brain recently. It was a big childhood inspiration. Part of my inspiration for like starting art too. I couldn't not pick it up, you know? Whoops. You know what? That looks okay. We'll keep it. Good enough hand. I will practice hands one day. Maybe I'll do a hand drawing stream. I think this is... I need a reference. Give me 2 seconds while I Google. I'm gonna use references, so I always talk about it. Okay, I just wanted to make sure the ribbon was tied properly on the back. But I think I can get away with it looking like this. Inuyasha was your childhood also? You hated when they started it on YTV? Because it wasn't finished yet. You remember when the Band of Seven was almost done? They started it over right before it ended. Yeah, I used to stay up late to watch it on YTV. And then there'd always be like repeats, and then I'd get sad. Question, what's your Halloween costume? I did not plan a costume this year. I went away and had no time. I think it's already almost Halloween. What's your costume this year? If I have time, I did want to draw a costume. Probably a vampire. Costume pending. Just because vampires are easy to draw. If I need to, I'll recycle one of my old costumes from last year. What did I go as last year? Red Riding Hood? I actually don't remember what my costume was last year. I feel like I'm gonna sound like I have memory issues. I just have a really bad memory. But I swear I'm normal. Gonna be Hornet from Hollow Knight. Ooh, that's a cool one. Uzi Murder Drones. They're fun costumes. Now I gotta think of a cooler costume. I can't just be a vampire. Oh, actually, I think I dressed up my... This is like somewhat relevant. I dressed up my Final Fantasy character. I think it was Miles Edgeworth last year. I think that was my costume. I don't think I went out last year on Halloween. I think we had like an online party. Ow. Keep kicking things under my desk. Vampire Queen. That could be cool. Could do some fun costume design with that. You're doing Will from Metaphor Refantasio? I don't think I've heard. Let me stop to Google, because I like Googling things. Oh, actually I have seen this game. Okay. That's cool. A lot of cool costumes. I will be simply the Vampire Queen. Same guys that made Persona? That makes sense, because the art style looks very Persona. I think video game costumes are always fun. I think maybe one year. Usually I just do like, I'll scrap something together from like clothing I have already. But I kind of want to try like actually cosplaying one year. Maybe I'll try buying something. And then I can always reuse it at like a convention. I don't go to cons super often, but... still an occasion to use a costume, right? Very recommended from you, even more so than Persona. It's a lot easier, gorgeous story. It's like a baby Persona without the fan service and way less game mechanics. Perfect gateway into the Persona games. Okay. Maybe I'll give it a try. All my friends always just recommend me straight into like Persona. That's the first time I've seen someone recommend Metaphor. Going back to like Japan, one of my friends who went with me, super into Persona. She kept trying to to find Persona merch. But I think her favorite was 4, but they only had like 5 and 3 at most of the stores. It was very hard to find Persona merch for her. Four is the oldest right now? Yeah, that's what she was saying. Because 5 was relevant, like 5 is the most recent, right? And then 3 had a remake. If you have time, cosplay as your VTuber. Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. I should cosplay my VTuber. I feel like so I'm just looking at my outfit. I'm like, in theory, the pants are just normal pants, but well, I'd have to make a belt. Everything else gets a little bit complicated though. I should learn how to like sew. I feel like that'd be a fun skill to have too. I could make anything. There's actually 4 different versions of Persona 3. Sounds like that's a lot of versions. That feels like how there's a bunch of Skyrims on like every console somehow. I'm not too good at drawing ribbon. I feel like this could be a little bigger. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I need a reference. They make it look so easy in the reference though. Just because it's real. Persona 3. Original. Persona 3 Fest. Persona 3 Portable. Persona 3 Reload. That is a lot of that's a lot of personas. Thinking of gluing the solver thing on a fidget spinner. Let us know how it turns out. I feel like people get really creative, or people can get really creative with making things. I made like a cosplay prop once, long time ago. And I don't know like anything about electrical engineering, but I got it to like light up by just sticking some like dollar store lights inside of it. And then I connected the switch to the outside and it worked pretty well. I don't have any photos of it anymore, but it was like a light up staff. It was just an original design, not from like any specific character. My friends and I all designed like magical girls that year and went as our own like OCs. It was very fun. Your friend's probably as excited as you are for the Persona 4 remake coming out for next year? Definitely. I'm sure she'll try and get as many people to play it as she can. I know every time someone's favorite Persona game gets re-released, I see a million people asking people to play it. One of my other friends really likes Persona 5, and every time it got like a new release, she was asking people to start playing it. A lot of friends that are into Persona. It's impressive that I have not played it yet. Mostly because games are expensive. Can't find your hot glue gun? No. Good luck. Gotta be somewhere. Drawing's hard. No. I always do that by accident. Persona 4 is a good place to start. Easiest and main character is the strongest human in the entire series. Okay. Maybe P4 is when I finally start playing. Could be the time. Depending when it comes out, maybe if I have time. I have a crazy backlog of games. I really want to play. Everyone's talking about Pokemon Legends right now, and I have not picked it up yet still. When I was in Japan, promos for it were going crazy. It was everywhere. And I will not have time for it, I don't think, until the holidays. So I might just pick it up for myself as a Christmas gift. Is their tail too big? No. I'll think about it. Wait until it comes out next year? Yeah, hopefully next year. I should have a lot more time. If all goes right. Yeah, straight line-ish. Or should this come out a bit? I do really want to play Legends. Legends ZA. I have insane FOMO right now. You're using your broken one? Oh, be careful. As long as you're safe. Second sleeve. I had so much trouble sketching this. Probably the longest part. We'll see how long it takes me to line art it. Hello. You still gotta catch up on Pokemon? You wanna catch all the Pokemon? You're at Heart Gold right now? Cut 270. Catching them all? It's gonna be a lot of work. Aren't we at like... Isn't there like 1,000 Pokemon now? I actually don't know. How many Pokemon are there in Google? Especially in every game. 1,025. Doing that like per game is gonna be hard work. Well, I guess each game is like progressively more. Unless you just want to catch all 1,020. You're like a quarter of the way there then? Yeah, I don't know what this hand is. This was my problem. Yeah, 125, not too bad. Catching the rest, gonna be hard. You woke up at 6:01 a.m. p.m. It's very early or late. Had to Game Shark Mew and stuff. That makes sense. I don't think there's any legit way to catch Mew in most of them anymore. Can't find the fidget spinner? No. Good luck. It's hard waking up early. I have to wake up early for work. Never fun. Yeah, this looks okay, right? Maybe. We're gonna ignore the hand. We'll see how bad it looks when I start coloring, if there needs to be more. In theory, if the hand is like here, and this is here, and then let's say these fingers are like here. In theory, I could get away with it. I don't know why the hand is at this angle specifically, but we're not gonna question it. Sometimes you wake up at 5 a.m. Too early. I wake up at like usually between 5 and 6, depending what time I work. Not fun. Hopefully you have a good day, despite waking up so early. I'll do the face last. I'll do the hair next. I like, at first when I sketched this, I kind of went in a different direction with the hair, and then I last minute changed the bun to include a hair stick, so it looks a little bit awkward right now. I drew it in like 2 different directions. Fun Lunaria, yeah. I'm having lots of fun getting to draw and getting to draw her in like different hairstyles. Whoops. It's just hard thinking about my gray hairs. Like, how would they peek through? Just in little strips. Banana, apple, pear, papaya, kiwi, grapefruit, pamplemousse, grape, lemon. Anyone who comes in is gonna wonder what's happening. Let's see. I need to fix this, I think. A12. A10. I love that chat can just descend into nonsense without reason. That's the fun part of live streaming. Anything can become anything, because it's unscripted. As much as I love scripted videos, I enjoy the madness of... Whoops. The madness. Whoa, why does my thing keep doing that? My tablet is dying. Should I go until my tablet dies? Is that why it's freaking out? I need to plug it in. Actually, I don't know how long this battery is gonna last. Let me check. 10 tablet. Battery does not tell me. Okay. A mystery. It'll just turn off eventually on me. Maybe when I finish the line art, I will flat color it, potentially, and then end. I don't think I have time to shade, that's the word. I don't think I have time to shade today. Do I have a favorite game theme? You want to make a rendition? Favorite game theme? Probably... I have a soft spot for like Zelda's theme. I used to know how to play it on on guitar. Not that hard. Just a couple notes. Great Fairy Overworld. I do like the fairy theme, but like just Zelda, specifically Zelda's theme. Like Zelda herself. If I'm thinking of the right theme. YouTube, save me. Zelda's theme. Oh, Zelda's Lullaby, that's the word. That's why I'm getting it wrong. I'm a fake fan. Fake Zelda fan. Zelda's Lullaby. Yeah, the lullaby. Thank you. I could not remember what it was called. You know it by heart? Such a good Zelda music in general. Some of my favorite. Oh, in Japan, I can circle back to Japan again. I bought the Wind Waker soundtrack. I was so tempted to get more Zelda CDs. There's so many. But since Wind Waker is my favorite game, I just bought Wind Waker. I didn't want to go too crazy. I was holding like 5 Zelda CDs, and I was like, I need to stop. So they're not that cheap either. Have I played Skyward Sword? I have. Played on the Wii. I'm a little sad I never got the gold controller when it came out. I cannot draw stars. Where's my star brush? I made a brush out of the one perfect star I drew for Lunaria, and now I just trace it every time. It's a life hack. Trace your own art. Did you know the Ballad of the Goddess is actually Zelda's Lullaby backwards? I did. The only reason I know that's because... Well, I saw like the fun facts. But because when I learned how to play Zelda's Lullaby, I knew it was like a 2-in-1 because playing it backwards would play the Ballad of the Goddess. It was really cool. I love when music is like reused for multiple things. Glad you knew that? Yeah, I know a handful. Not too many, but I know a handful of fun facts. Mostly stuff I've seen off maybe the internet. I enjoy wasting my time on Twitter. Song of Healing. So many good Zelda songs. What else do I like? There's some like what song? Hyrule Castle? The Hyrule Castle song from like Wind Waker specifically. So like melancholic. I enjoy it quite a bit. Guess a fun fact about you? Hint cat. Do you have cat? Are you a proud cat pet owner? Do you have an OC that's a cat? Ocarina had so many good ones. Gerudo Valley is a classic. Song of Storms I like a lot too. I was thinking about the Lost Forest too. Even just Hyrule Field sometimes. Dragon Roost Island, very good. I'm very biased to Wind Waker. I enjoy quite a bit of the music. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought the soundtrack if I didn't. Nope. You have... Do you have whiskers? I don't know why that's where my brain is going. Do you always land on your feet? Gonna grab grub, be back in a minute, no problem. I'm gonna try and put a bow on the hair stick. Make it look like a shooting star, maybe. I cannot think of any other cat. No cat facts. Most people who are furries have them. Do you have a fursuit? That's cat? Cat ears? Cat tail? I saw a lot of cat ears and tails actually when I was in Japan. I will tie as much as I can back to Japan because I keep forgetting to talk about it. Cat fins? Do cats have fins? I will just believe everything you say. Higurumi head. Higurumis are like the One Piece onesie. Or are those like the... Are those like the special heads? Me Googling. Oh, I see, like the really, like, what's the word? I see them a lot in like videos. I got a lot of shorts with like Higurumi people dancing. They're very pretty. I can't imagine like how expensive they get. I've seen like some super gorgeous ones. I think that's cool. I have a lot of respect for furries. I feel like they're very good at their craft. At like crafting, making. I think messy buns are cute. Can't say I'm one, but the outfits get extremely refined, right? I do think they're neat to look at sometimes. You know what? The gray hairs I'll figure out when I color. I think it's finally time for the eyes. I feel like the bow could be bigger. I'll see. I'll see after. I feel like I'm always nervous when I line art eyes. I'm not very good at drawing faces. I tend to struggle quite a bit. Let me look at my reference for Lunaria. She has a very long eyelashes. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. But since it's a chill day, I shall let you chat. Just be mindful of spamming. Otherwise, I will unfortunately have to time you guys out. Just because it is one of my rules. The only thing with streaming. You gotta keep it fair for everyone who pops into chat. You're covering up. It's already recorded on screen. It's okay, just as long as you keep it in mind. I know you said you don't do lives often. No one is getting kicked right now. But I appreciate you listening. I can tell you're definitely listening because you stopped right away. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard drawing eyes. You still can't find your fidget spinner? Oh no. Hopefully you can find it. I would have no idea where you put it. It'd be crazy if I just said, like, check behind you and it was right there. Salmon time? Yummy. Love salmon. What kind of salmon you having? What are these YouTube emotes? The YouTube emotes are very interesting. Very different than Twitch. Not that I use Twitch often either, but I feel like the emote culture there is very different than YouTube's. Ooh, pan-fried. Sounds delicious. Anything with a French-sounding name? Delicious. Haven't eaten anything? You should eat. Food is important. Was it actually behind you? That would be crazy. I don't think I'm that psychic. I gotta debate if I want to give her a nose. Or just give her an anime nose. It's always my greatest debate as an artist. Sometimes I like drawing noses. Sometimes I just want the anime nub. It actually was. What are the chances? Glad you found it then. Happy to have maybe helped. For a light smile. Do I like this? I don't. She's a Yukata, you have to do the anime nose. True. She is living her best anime life right now. I will stick with the little triangle. I know sometimes my art leans between like anime and I wouldn't say it's real, but like more anime and more like Western sometimes. But I do enjoy the anime. She has Hinata eyes. She does. I think it's because her pupils are a little bit hidden. You wouldn't quite see them. Of how her hair stands out right now. But she'll have pretty sparkles in her eye. I don't think I've zoomed in on my model in a while, but she does have sparkles in her eye. Not fully blank. Some say Hinata looks creepy, you beg to differ. I think she looks cool. I think it's because there is like the anime trope. What is it, like the yandere? A lot of them have like nothing, like blank eyes. But I think it looks charming on some characters. It's definitely character dependent. Have you seen Solo Leveling? I have. I've read Solo Leveling. I have not watched the anime, but I assume it's the same as the comic. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Been a little while, but I enjoyed it when I saw it or when I read it. I don't think you're gonna see her eyes through her hair. Alex Lee does his voice and he absolutely nailed it. Maybe I should give it a listen sometimes then, or sometime. I really enjoyed reading it. I love a good overpowered man. Dub is becoming superior slowly but surely. Been a lot of good dubs from what I hear recently. I haven't been watching too much. Am I done? I haven't been watching too much anime, but I've seen quite a few people gassing up the dubs recently. You gonna go draw? Happy drawing. Have a good art session. Thanks for hanging out. You might come back. If you come back, welcome. If it's too late, I might be probably end soonish. But thanks for stopping by. I'm probably gonna end after I flat color. It's probably gonna take me to just 2 hours. I don't want to go too long. I'm still jet lagged. Yay. Yay, jet lag. Yippee. You read a lot too? There's like 30,000 more words in the word count of Persona 5 than in the entire Harry Potter series. That's crazy. I knew games have a lot of words, but seeing it counted out is kind of wild. People like to say that you don't gain anything from playing video games. But I'm like, you read a lot, you're puzzle solving, it improves like dexterity, motion, what's the word? Motion? Is dexterity the word I was looking for? The way I lost my train of thought. But there's a lot of benefits. What happens if you eat crayons? Probably got an upset stomach. I don't think crayons are super great for you. Hand-eye coordination, thank you. That's definitely the word I was looking for. I was like, hand something. Not the traumatized. You ate 3. I could be wrong, but I feel like that would give you an upset stomach. Crayons are just like... Crayons like wax. I don't know what crayons are made from. Yeah, wax and pigment. Like, I assume it's safe to eat for children. So they know children are gonna try eating anything, but... I don't know if it's the best thing. Yeah, I think I want the bow to be bigger. Oops. The yum. Can't say that I've tried. Eating crayons. And I don't think I personally want to, if I'm being quite honest. But the reference I had, they have like small bows, but I'm like, a big bow would be kind of cute. Even though it's not super realistic. Toronto Blue Jays are in the World Series. We were up all last night watching the game, watching overtime. Game went from 8 to 3 in the morning. That's a crazy long game. I've heard people being very excited about the Blue Jays, as they should. Like, I may not know a lot about sports, but I will support anything. Any Canadian teams. Big Bow's more anime, right? I'm gonna keep her as anime as I can. Count 1 to 10? I don't feel like counting. They haven't been in the World Series since '93. That's impressive. That's like 30 plus 30 years. We're down 2-1. Hopefully we can maybe pull through. Impressive enough to just be there, I guess. This feels wrong. Maybe more here would be the middle. Yeah, I'll probably stop after flat coloring. I have not decided what pattern I want to give for yukata. So that I will think about it off stream maybe. And maybe I'll come back and color it on stream, we'll see. Only one Canadian team, we gotta do it? True. You know, it's off topic, it's okay. This whole stream has been very off topic. I have been letting everything slide because I'm tired and don't feel like moderating. I just want to draw today. I have not even been on my own topic. I was gonna talk about Japan while I drew, and then my brain has been completely fried. What color? You really want to see the ending to this one? Maybe I'll think about it on stream. I'll see how long I can go. I don't want to stay too long because I am starting to get a little tired. But I'm thinking maybe blue, maybe purple, maybe... I'm thinking like cool tones. Maybe even a red, even though red leans more warm. I will have to see. Black and gold is kind of taboo in Japanese culture, isn't it? Yeah, I was gonna go black, and then I thought about it and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not. It is pretty taboo. Although I have seen like a few examples with like dark blues would be possible. I think I have seen some like almost black, but then they're like super decorative. Maybe if I just decorate it enough. Then maybe it'll look passable. Yeah, I think it's the combination. So I've seen like black and like pink, or like gold and blue. But together, not as often. I could be wrong. I am not too well versed. Let's color. I'll just color on top of this again. Ish fine. Girls usually go for pink and white, blue and white, or straight light blue. I've seen quite a few like pinks. For sure. I'll probably play around. I'll just put like a random color and like mess with the colors around, see what looks good. Tail should be under. Yeah. It should not be on top. Gonna go watch something else. Have fun. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. Lunaria isn't your typical girl, I suppose. Seems like a very sophisticated character. Yeah. There's a very formal, posh vibe. I will eventually give her some fun character lore. I have like some stuff thought out. I just haven't dedicated anything to it yet. Bye, girl. Bye. Thanks for hanging. I think she's also a very androgynous character. So I could lean either way and kind of get away with it. I've had quite a few comments from people asking if she's a boy recently on shorts, and I always think it's funny. I understand that she doesn't look like a typical girl. And I made her to be that way, so it's like intentional. But I think it's funny when they think they're getting me. But I'm like, no, she's a girl. Very funny. Does not bother me. Like, you're just proving that I'm good at designing androgynous characters. Oh, I should do the gold. Probably keep her earrings gold. She's very feminine with her eyes. I think so too. I think the eyelashes lean very feminine. But I got quite a few comments that are like, male, question mark? And I'm like, no. Not quite. I would assume my voice isn't like overly masculine, but 'cause I think most of my shorts have me talking. I could be wrong. Considering I'm the one editing them, I think they're mostly me talking. Guys with long lashes can be hot. Gojo from JJK. True. It's a lot of effeminate men who we love. My speed drawing, it's true. I think those are the only ones that don't have me talking in them. I need gray. Whoops. Okay, let's talk about that. Hello. Talk your heart's desire out. We are here to listen. We're here to discuss. Am I missing? No. Thought I was missing a color, but I think the rest is black. Except for the eyes, but I'll do that last. I'm open ears to any conversation. Hot guys, men with long lashes. Why must men get the hot long lashes? I need those suckers, glue them on my face. The men don't need them. True. I think thankfully I've been told, I'm like, I think I could have longer lashes. But some of my female friends have told me that I do have long lashes. But then I'm like, I see men's, and I'm like, why do they always have longer lashes than me still? I feel like it's unfair. So I like look at my brothers and I'm like, I feel like they have longer lashes than I do. But then my friends tell me I have decently long lashes. I don't know who to trust. Lucky? Surely you have nice lashes at least. That's why we end up with mascara. Do anything I can to lengthen them just a little. Curl them. Kakashi? Does Kakashi have nice lashes, or is he just a hot guy? Or is he both? Because he is a hot guy. I just can't remember what his eyes look like. He does not have particularly long lashes. It's been a while since I've seen. I went to Google him really quick. True. We do love a hot guy. I feel like more men these days and like character designs have longer lashes too. And I'm like, wow. Save some for the ladies. And like, we can't get it in real life. We can't get it in fictional life. Well, no, it's a lie. I think most character designers have pretty long lashes for ladies. Actually, speaking of lashes, I used to think I didn't have long lashes. Because I remember once, and this was like back in high school, I sat next to a guy in one of my classes, and I remember one day he looked at me and he was like, "You have really short lashes. Like, why do you look like that?" And it made me like really self-conscious about my lashes. But then I got over it, kind of, because people in like university kept telling me that I had decent lashes, so you win some, you lose some, I guess. I'll trust my lady friends more than random high school boy. My good uni friends. You have dark brown eyes, but your eyebrows make you look kind of evil. Funny anime trope, people who don't know me think I'm an angry dude. I think I get that a little bit too. I have like a resting, unimpressed face. A lot of people think I'm mad. But that's just naturally how I look. I think I look more animated thanks to my VTuber, but in real life I'm pretty like... I think that's what I normally look like. You can tell when I'm starting to get tired. I think I get really like... You see my eyes start to droop a little. Not cool, a dude said that? Yeah, my seatmate. I remember very vividly, it was in like math class. And it was so like out of nowhere, because I don't think we were talking about anything in particular. And like, especially in like high school, I'm like a young impressionable child. Of course I'm gonna take something negative and like remember it. So I've like always been vaguely self-conscious about my eyes. But not so much anymore. But it's true when people say like negative comments, you remember them for like a long time. You notice that? Yeah. I notice it when I edit back. And I'm like, whoops. Like my resting face starts to show. Okay. I'll do the eyes. Very much jerk behavior. I'm like, never... Don't be mean to people. It costs $0 to be nice. Like, what you say could ruin someone for, like, the rest of their life, honestly. The one stream where you were so tired is so funny. You'll probably see a lot of that. I tend to get tired very early, and then I stream in the evening, so it's a recipe for disaster. You like tired, Lunaria? I'm glad then. As long as it's not annoying. I'm already very I wouldn't say scatterbrained, but sometimes my brain is kind of slow. You're gonna warm up your tea? Enjoy. Whoops. But I'm like, my brain's already a little bit slow. I know the more tired I get, the longer the pauses between sentences, the more I start speaking nonsense. I think the fur will most likely be off-white. Now I get to play with these colors. I'm thinking... Not that. Ignore this. I'm putting down a base. We're trusting the process. I do this a lot. I put down a random base color, and then I come back. And then ignore this too. Actually, you know, it doesn't look as crazy as normal, but and then I color on top of it. But it's just easier to see the crazy colors when I'm starting. Do I want this to be? Nah. You know the feeling you're on a military diet? Working out 6 times a week, so at the end of the day you're not even somewhat coherent, become a total zombie. Like Jinwoo's coat in that winter arc? Yeah. I feel that. It's not that I work out a lot, but waking up at like 5 a.m. most days, by the time it gets to like 5 p.m. when it's like streaming time, I'm like going crazy. I'm like a cat in the sense that I crave constant sleep. So when I'm not sleeping, I'm like a mess. I need to like zoom in just a little. Oh, I forgot the ribbon. I think her hair will be same color. The stick may be white. And then I think I kind of want more navy, maybe. Whoa. If responsibility wasn't a thing, all humans would be sleeping 12 to 10 hours a day. Definitely. More sleep. I would love... I know a lot of people talk about... I don't know if I like the Navy, actually. Whoops. A lot of people talk about, like, 4-day work weeks. I think 4-day work weeks would go hard. Hi, welcome back. How's it going? I think if we had 3-day weekends, that we could rest a little bit better. Ow. Sorry, I'm like shifting in my chair. I cannot sit still. Good, nice. 4-day work weeks. I think there's merit to it. Who are you doing 6? No. 6 is so hard. Sometimes when I worked retail, I occasionally had 6-day work weeks. It was too hard. I do not miss it. Pink is cute. I might even... kind of feeling pink. I will try maybe... Actually, I think I want to go pink. I haven't done pink before. With maybe a lilac or a purple bow. Lilac might be too light. Actually, the purple. Purple is kind of cute too. You're chef and salaried, so 60 to 70 hours a week. That's a lot. I don't know how you manage that. The salary life. Do your best. You're done with the head? Nice. We love drawing while watching art. Blue? No. Magenta? Pretty worth it. It looks amazing. Thank you. I am having... Whoops. That was not the right color. I like color. I like picking colors. Sometimes it takes me a while. Sometimes the changes are very subtle. But it's usually worth it. Jet black with the soft pink is pretty. Yeah. I wanted to go navy at first, but then it felt way too dark. Whoops, that's not navy. Feels way too dark with like the black hair, I think. I say that when my normal outfit's literally black, but shh, we're ignoring. I designed it to make sense. I'm like, blue would only work if I go black, I would have to really... In black and gold, get the Yakuza. I would have to really dress it up. Or if I could go gold and black. Whoa, that's bright. I think I like the pink. Do I want a warm pink or a cold pink? what? I kind of like the warm one. Gotta go. Goodbye. Black on black with the white and gold is a perfect combo. Yeah, I think the yukata looks nicer with soft colors. I had quite the hard time. If I ever do want to... Did I give a sneak peek to my... I wanted to do a video talking about my design process for Lunaria. I can show all the color combinations. I don't know where I saved it though. All the color combinations I gave her. I had quite a few things. But black and gold and white came together the best. Yeah, I don't know where I saved my stuff. My unorganized files. And then I'll probably put some kind of pattern. Maybe I'll go more cream for the fur. You like the simplicity of it? Surprised you didn't go more complex. I'm thinking about it. It's just a matter of how complex. Whoops. I was thinking about stars or something. I just have to think. It's all like how do I want to add it? And finding the colors, whoops, that's ugly. I shouldn't say that. Well, no, I can say it, it's my own art. I'm allowed to be a little mean to myself. Yeah, I thought about doing like a... Because I was gonna do blue. Or the reason I wanted to do blue is because I was gonna do something like my back. But then I just was not feeling the blue that much. I could still go crazy with like... Whoops. Whoops. Too big. I can still go crazy. Maybe not this color per se. Yeah, like Starry Night. That was my original intention. But maybe I'll do something a little more snowy feeling. This is the artistic process. Me trying a bunch of random stuff. You like the dual tones? Thank you. I think I'm feeling the, whoops, the two tones too. I have this random brush. I could go crazy and just put flowers everywhere. No. I need to... Although it would be petals? Using the random... What is this? Oh, it's like cherry blossoms. The built-in Clip Studio brushes. Let me look at how people make patterns. In theory, it's just fabric. The thing is, patterns are so hard to work with. Because I'm not good at working with them. In theory, the top and the bottom wouldn't be a yukata without a flower in her hair. That is true. I did think about adding a flower. And then the bottom part would have slightly different shape. It does match the pink. Honestly beautiful. I would say thanks, but this is all thanks to Clip Studio, not sponsored. Their built-in cherry brush. They also have a rose one. That is also very pretty. Not sponsored. But Clip Studio Paint is saving me right now. I think I like the cherry blossoms more. I'm more of a rose person. But this brush is not as easy to work with. If anyone zooms in on this, they will see. I bet you could do it on your own, but you'd be here all night. Yeah. If I tried to... I could... Maybe... I don't think I'm shading this on stream. Maybe off stream. If I have time, I can draw my own flower and just stamp it on a bunch. Just a one-time flower. This looks... And then if I just copy and paste it a bunch. Imagine this, but nicer. You know what, maybe I'll just leave this here as inspiration. Let me do her ear fluff before I forget. And then maybe... Oh, and the hair highlights. And then I'll probably call it. Probably. Knowing me, I will be here another like 15 minutes after saying that. But I just want to do the main things so I don't forget in between this and off stream. Or next stream if I... Probably not next stream. I think next stream will be... I think it'll finally be time to start working on the commission next stream. Unless I do go back and finish this next stream. I'm not good at... I've not planned that far ahead. I just know for sure this week and next week are probably mostly drawing. I do not have the mental for gaming. Not that gaming needs more concentration than art, but I think I'm just more used to drawing. Why am I struggling today? Do I usually use a thinner brush? November 1st, not a strict deadline? Okay. I do want to get it done sooner than later, though. I'm excited to work on it, to be quite honest. Seems like a fun character design. But I appreciate that it is not a hard deadline. I don't know if I'll finish it for sure this week, but I don't want to be one of those artists that don't finish their work. Maybe... Why am I struggling today at least once a stream? It's my go-to. It's not a stream if I'm not struggling. At least a little. No, this doesn't look right either. I think it's because they're... I need... Whoops. I keep clicking the wrong thing. Varying length. Can I just copy paste my old ears? I can't... It seems I can never talk. That's what I'm learning. I can never talk. I struggle a lot. The life of a streamer, I suppose. Like more people are probably better at the talking part. I'm losing it. I feel for the people who listen to me on the background, and then I just start speaking incoherently, and it's like, what's going on? I hope it's still an enjoyable listening experience. Streaming especially, yeah, it doesn't matter who it is, it's a constant struggle. Definitely. It's definitely the streamer struggle. You know what, I think that ear is passable. I said I was gonna do something else, the hair highlights. very subtle, but they are there. Or not highlights, they're like undertone? There's a word. Hidden highlights? When only the like back part of your hair shows a different color. I always think it looks super cool. Actually, this should probably be on this layer. I guess if her hair is up with this part, what did I do when I did the ponytail? I don't think I was thinking that deeply then. Oh, you couldn't see it. To be honest, your voice is calm and soothing enough that it kind of works with the delayed speaking. I am glad then. It works with my personality, temperament, my vibe. In theory, I speak like that normally too, I think. Yeah, I think this would be more gray than black, probably. It's nice to hear that people think I have a nice voice. I don't know if I talked about it before. It's not something I've ever like thought of for myself. So hearing it as a compliment is quite nice. I feel like you learn a lot when you're streaming. Or you think about yourself differently, perhaps. I should use my... I have like other playlists that are just video game music, but I end up always using this one. I've come to like it quite a bit, my drawing playlist. Even though it's very short. I don't know if people get tired of the same few songs, but it doesn't bother me. The ambient music, yeah, speaking of the music, the ambient music helps. There's also thinking about making a few calming pieces of your own. You love making minor key pieces? Nice. Would love to hear it. I love listening to music. I almost always have some kind of music in the background. When I'm working on like art and stuff, even like off stream. Except usually it's just like, usually it's regular music, but I enjoy some. When I'm studying, perhaps I use like instrumentals. If if you watch any of my stuff in the future that you like, I'd be super happy to give it to you to add to your ensemble. Thank you. I feel like there's a severe lack of... I mean, I could be wrong. There's definitely a lot of music out there. But I think having like a fun little roster of royalty-free stuff is always nice. In terms of like casual, ambient background. A lot of more like hyper... I think I'm just bad at looking. Everything I have is like from the same music artist from that one site in my description. But it took me a while to find music that I vibed with. It's copyright stuff that gets you, but if it's yours, there's no issues. Yeah. I think it'd be super cool to be able to make like a whole playlist of your own background music. Anytime you make like any kind of content, you could just call upon your own stuff. I think having any kind of like multi-talent is always cool. Saves a lot of stress being able to do certain things yourself. I know I save myself a lot by being able to draw. It makes a lot of my content creation easy because I don't have to commission things. If I need a thumbnail, if I need anything, I can just make it. Where did my tablet died. Well, back to my mouse. I did say I would finally end stream when my tablet died. I have to go charge it now. Not that it's good because I would have kept going otherwise. You're gonna seem like you're bragging, but you're such a band geek in high school. Played 7 instruments? 7 is crazy. That's a lot of instruments. That's impressive. I can barely play like anything. I learned like recorder in school. You're back, make yourself toast, drank your tea, got some drama? No, you came back right when I was deciding to end. My tablet has unfortunately died. And I did say otherwise I would keep going. Sean knows how it is. I say I'm done and then I go for like another 15 minutes. And then I say I'm done and then I keep going again. But this time I actually can't keep going. I don't want to draw with my mouse today. When it's this detailed, I'm not good at using mouse. But I hope you enjoyed your tea and toast. I hope you enjoyed watching. Yeah, my tablet helped. My tablet saved me this time. I'll have it fully charged for the next stream. I think it was less than half today, so it died pretty quick. Yes, you did? Nice. I think I'll go make a cup of tea myself. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you everyone who's been vibing in the background. I know I didn't talk too much about my trip, but I hope you enjoyed the little tidbits of my Japan journey. I will pre-click the proper ending stream. I will not end the wrong screen this time. Enjoy and bye. I love the live. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed. Or I'm glad you enjoyed, rather. I know you said you don't watch lives too often, right? I will see you guys next time, hopefully. Thanks, beautiful drawing as usual. Bye. Goodbye. Thanks for hanging out with me, and good night. Good morning, depending where you are. Some of you just got up, I think. And I hope everyone takes care. Bye-bye.